What's happening, everyone? So I hope you're having a fantastic day. Does seem like we have more updates with Michael Saylor. Now, countdown for Bitcoin ETF decision is incoming, and this is gonna be the major hit. So I do predict when the markets, again, not financial advice, be sure to smash that like if you haven't already, will change by possibly a very high level once we see like the markets improve. So, for example, if the markets like rally in a sense, we could be seeing 10-20% gains, and if nothing happens, it could actually be very terrible for all parties involved. So that being said, let's take a look at what up is next for basically this crypto price prediction.
Executive chair of MicroStrategy. Of course, MicroStrategy, often seen as a Bitcoin proxy, holds a lot of it on its balance sheet. Michael, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, there has been so much anticipation and frankly, a lot built in, I think, to the price of Bitcoin of this idea that spot ETFs are finally going to come. What's the next catalyst for Bitcoin if and when that happens? How much further can it be pushed upward?
Well, I think you can't really underestimate the significance of the spot ETFs. It's not unreal.
Yeah, so the difference with spot ETFs is they have a massive potential to bring in retail investors. I think most investors right now in crypto are already priced in, so they are already buying massive supply of cryptocurrencies. Here with spot ETFs, it's really the big difference. There's really like a lot of crypto cap altcoins incoming, and I think this is where the potential comes in to make them see some massive gains. And that being said, it does seem like, spot ETFs, they're not that bad actually. Like these spot ETFs, they're actually good for crypto, and I'm going to be explaining why. I know a lot of people might be frustrated with that. Like, why would spot ETFs be good? They're absolutely terrible. No, they can and will most likely make massive potential for anyone looking into the crypto markets right now. And I think this is where a lot of people are seriously going to be excited in a sense, like where people are going to be saying, okay, look, there isn't that many things happening with spot ETFs, but there is, however, opportunities. There isn't much news happening, but there is always opportunities in the crypto space. And with that said, we could be seeing one of the major altcoin changes in the next few days, which I am really excited for. There is opportunities in this crypto market, but I do want to know, like, where will this end? How will this go? And I think that's where the people are excited about, why they keep following crypto, because they already know ETFs will rise crypto, but how far can that go? And that's why Michael Saylor is just waiting on with his Bitcoin supply. He's just holding a large stack of it, and I find that really awesome.
Of the S&P index and the ability to invest in all 500 S&P companies via one trade.
Exactly. So he's saying, like, yeah, we're going to invest a large amount into that
at the same time. So this is very eagerly anticipated, but most of the money in the Bitcoin market right now is the hodlers and the traditional.
This is what I said. Like, most people in crypto have been here for a long time, so crypto ain't going anywhere in that sense. But there is opportunity to see some other big bull runs.
Crypto investors, mainstream retail, mainstream institutions have not had a high bandwidth compliant channel to invest in this asset class until these spot ETFs. So I think in January, the approval of the spot ETFs is going to be a major catalyst. It's going to definitely drive a demand shock. And then that will be followed in April with a supply shock, because there are about 900 Bitcoin a day available for sale by natural sellers, the miners. And that number is going to be cut to 450 Bitcoin a day in April. So it's a pretty big deal.
And that puts Bitcoin where a year from now?
Higher.
How much?
So yeah, he's definitely predicting it's going to be higher. Right now it's down to 1.5%, and I'm not too worried because it's seen such a big price rally that it really does seem like that crypto is just getting started in this.
I don't think we've ever seen a 2 to 10x increase in demand combined with a halving and supply in a.
So yeah, we've never seen this in crypto history, and now that more money is flocking in, there's going to be massive potential changes for anyone in the crypto space.
Scarce, desirable asset that people want to hold for a long period of time. So I think we're expecting 2024 is going to be a major bull run for the asset class.
This is like Michael Saylor, and usually he's not right all the time, but when he makes these predictions, they're spot on, and that's where the market really sees the growth in that aspect. It really does see that massive potential people want to see.
We just don't know how far the asset's going to run at this point.
Well, and to get to MicroStrategy specifically, as I said, obviously a big holder of Bitcoin. Given what you just told me about how a spot ETF is going to make it perhaps easier, more appetizing for retail investors, institutionals to get crypto exposure via that product, why would someone still need to be a buyer of MicroStrategy? Is this actually...
Exactly. So she makes a very fair point. Why don't people just buy Bitcoin directly? And I think this is where he will give a concrete answer. So I do think Bitcoin spot ETFs will not be a game changer in terms of technology, but they will actually change the one thing that's most important, and that is making it easily accessible to buy Bitcoin.
Something that is going to end up working against you?
You know, the ETFs are unlevered and they charge a fee. MicroStrategy is an operating company, so we're fairly unique because we can generate additional Bitcoin via our operations, either via P&L operations or capital markets operations. And we can take advantage of intelligent leverage. Like we can borrow money at 0% interest for...
So yeah, basically MicroStrategy does a lot of these calls that average Bitcoin buyers don't do. They're like a fund. And when people buy from the fund, they're mostly profit and Bitcoin oriented.
Many years, and we did that with a convert, and then we can use it to buy Bitcoin. So you can really think of the ETFs as like shipping lines, very efficient, long.
He says it very fair. So basically, people are going to be using ETFs to secure their profits, and I really like that. I think there's a lot of massive potential here to see with Bitcoin spot ETFs rising in a sense. Like there is opportunities for the crypto market to improve, and Michael Saylor is really going to be there because they have the biggest crypto supply in crypto basically right now.
Vehicle for people that are Bitcoin long investors.
Well, if it is ultimately for people who want to be long Bitcoin, and we are seeing Bitcoin, as you anticipate, continually be pushed upward by some of these developments in 2024. What does that mean for your plans around holding, and whether there are entry points at which you would want to buy more, perhaps not?
Well, we will absolutely continue to acquire Bitcoin. Our strategy is to acquire and hold the Bitcoin, and we will acquire it by a variety of different means as long as they're accretive to our shareholders. So our goal is always...
So there could be multiple ways he acquires Bitcoin in the next few days, and that's what I'm pretty much excited about. Like in the next few months, not days, but that being said, look at this. This is nothing. This 1.5%, I'm not really too worried about that. No reason for concern right now. And also possibly not in the future. So if you guys want to be kept up to date with more crypto content like this, you know what to do. Smash that like button, guys, and I'll keep you guys more in the news. So peace, everyone.